Situated at the narrowest point of the Bosphorus Strait, on the outskirts of modern Istanbul, the ruined fortress known as Rumeli stands as an impressive testament to a key moment in the city's history, reinforced by the name of the modern road bridge which passes close by. Today, this is a museum frequented by curious tourists, and in the summer months by concert-goers. Its size and sturdiness emphasize its initial importance as it played a key role in the conquest of Istanbul by Sultan Mehmet II. Indeed, Fatih Sultan Mehmet, after whom the bridge is named, is a direct reference to this, as Fatih means the conqueror. Built over 500 years ago to control shipping and prevent Roman and Genoese supply ships from reinforcing the city from the north, this fortress quickly served its purpose and is said to have made itself redundant within a year of completion, as it had already completed its defensive purpose. The year 1452. Sultan Mehmet II, aged 20, had been on the throne for just 1 year, and although many had initially considered he would be an incapable ruler, no threat to the Byzantine Empire, he was to swiftly demonstrate how great a misjudgment this was. At the turn of the century, his grandfather, Bayezid I, had built the Anadolu Hisara on the opposite Asian shore. Understanding that total control of shipping passing through the strait would give tremendous strategic power, this young sultan set out to make it so. At this point, the Bosphorus is only 660 meters wide, and ships needed to approach the shore to avoid the strong currents. Single-mindedly determined to conquer Constantinople, Sultan Mehmet II had to work quickly lest the Byzantines gained defensive support from their European allies. Venice was currently at war with Milan, and other influential Italian states were distracted by this conflict. The time was right. Summoning thousands of masons and workers from across the Ottoman Empire, construction started in April 1452. With walls up to 7 meters or 23 feet thick, the Sultan personally oversaw much of the construction, and by assigning construction of the 3 main towers to different pashas, or generals, ensured a spirit of competition which would see unprecedented results. The entire fortress with 1 small tower, 3 main towers, and 13 small watchtowers placed on the walls connecting the main towers was completed in just 4 months and 16 days. One can clearly see that the structure utilized remnants of other ancient buildings. And one must wonder how so much material was brought to the site for such speedy construction. The fortress, designed by architect Muslihiddin, was initially called Boğazkesen, literally meaning the Strait Cutter, referring to the Bosphorus Strait. The name carries a secondary and more macabre meaning, as Boğaz not only means strait, but also throat in Turkish. Thus, throat cutter emphasizes its strategic position. Within sight of the Byzantine capital, Constantinople, the Byzantine Emperor Constantine XI, understanding the intention of this fort, pled for peace. He also appealed to Western Europe and Pope Nicholas V for help. But his request did not meet with success, as any support which was to be sent was too little and too late. A battalion of 400 Janissaries was stationed in the fortress, and large cannons were placed in the 12-sided Halil Pasha Tower, the main tower on the waterfront. This tower has 9 stories, is 22 meters high, 23.3 meters in diameter, with walls 6.5 meters thick. A Venetian ship coming from the Black Sea, which ignored the order to halt by the commander of the fortress, was bombarded and sunk, and its surviving crewmen were impaled as a warning to any who might attempt the same. These cannons were later used until the second half of the 19th century to greet the Sultan when he passed by ship. Today, a collection of these cannons remain, rather more at peace, within the museum. Rumeli Hisara as a museum is a delight for all who love to explore, and it is possible to walk all around the walls. Its many stairways are not for the faint of heart. However, one is rewarded with magnificent views of the Bosphorus. Seated in the heart of the complex is a lonesome tower. In fact, this is a minaret, the only remains of the mosque which was in the heart of the fortress until destroyed by fire. In the conversion of the site to a museum for all, the courtyard originally housing the mosque has been formed into an open-air auditorium, bringing new life and purpose to Rumeli Hisar, as it is a popular concert venue during the summer months. This innovative, adaptive reuse of the structure as a concert venue gives it a celebratory purpose appropriate for our times. Under this amphitheatre one finds hidden away a remnant of Byzantine times, in fact predating Sultan Mehmet's fortress. Here is a large system which originally supplied water to the fortress through 3 wall columns. Rumeli Hisar, built in just 4.5 months under the supervision of the 20-year-old Sultan, undoubtedly played a significant role in his conquering of the city. The fortress remains as a massive monument to this turning point in the history, as the fall of Byzantium ushered in the new era of the Ottoman Empire. Today, under the watchful eye of the modern Turkish Republic, the city is at peace, continuing to welcome visitors from all over the world, and the Bosphorus as ever an essential route of international commerce.